So once upon a time, there was a man who was traveling by train from Delhi to Haridwar. So he boards a nice train in the AC compartment to go to Haridwar. And as he gets into his compartment, he sees that there is a sadhu sitting in front of him. And that sadhu, he's got ashes on his forehead, like typically how sadhus are, orange robes. And he's busy chanting some mantras and loudly. And not only is he busy chanting the mantras loudly, he's taking ash and he's sprinkling it all over in the compartment. And this man is like, it's a little shocked and surprised. What is this man doing? The train has not yet started. This man is chanting mantras. He's spreading some ash all around the compartment. So he can't contain his curiosity. He says, Sadhuji, what are you doing? Kya kar rahe hain aap? So the sadhu says that I am ensuring that no tigers enter the train. So he's saying, what's wrong with you? What tigers are you talking about? We are in the middle of Delhi. We are not in some jungle that tigers will come into the train. So the sadhu says, look, it's already working. No tigers have come in. So why I'm sharing this is because very much like the sadhu, our mind creates the problem, and the mind creates the solution, and the mind creates the judgments, and basically the mind does everything. So let me give an example. Let's say you are in the habit of eating sweets. And now it's something you like to do. Like say you like Black Forest pastry. Every time you go to the bakery, you have Black Forest pastry. Now the mind has registered the desire and the memory of Black Forest pastry, and it desires Black Forest pastry every time. And every time you have your meal or every time you have a weekend, you go and have the sweets. Now, after you do it more often, then the mind only says, look. You're having too much of pastry, you're putting on weight. It's not good for your health. You should stop this. You need to control. You need to have a diet. You need to be healthy. So then the mind says, okay, now let me control. Let me not eat sweets for a week. And let me exercise restraint. Then the week is not yet over. We are Wednesday, Thursday, and suddenly the mind feels the urge. The same mind which told you to stop eating sweets, the same mind feels the urge. Oh, now come on, only once. What difference does it make? I'll just go once and just have one. Only one, at least one cheating is allowed. Come on, I am not a yogi or whatever. The mind, and it makes you go and eat the Black Forest pastry. Then after you come back, the same mind will now make you regret and feel guilty. What you did, you good for nothing. You call yourself a yoga student. You can't control your sweet habit also. You're absolutely useless. You're absolutely good for nothing. And the same mind will now beat you. Then again the mind will say, no. Now I must control. This coming week, I will not have any sweets. And then let's say for that 1 week, you don't have any sweets. Now the same mind now will create a positive judgment. Oh, look, I have so much discipline. Look, I'm now becoming a yoga student. Look, now I'm becoming more disciplined. I'm moving from tamas to rajas to sattva. And all of this is nothing but the activity of one character, Mr. Mind. He is the villain. He is the victim. He is the rescuer. If I were to use the analogy of Mahabharata, then he's Arjuna, Yudhishthira, Duryodhana, Draupadi, Krishna. He's everything. The same mind is playing the roles of so many thoughts. And we are constantly lost in our thinking mind only all the time. And it's not thinking mind, it's unconscious thinking. So to understand the mind, you need to understand what it is made up of. And what it is made up of is nothing but thoughts. And if you really look at what thoughts are made up of, then the thoughts are nothing but made up of words. But if you look at the structure of any thought, it has three parts to it. And that is what I want to share with you in today's video. It's like the anatomy of a thought. It has three parts. Every thought first has something called the subject, which is I, which is me. Only when you think, this I or me comes into existence. If you are sleeping, there is no I and me. If there are no thoughts, then there is no I and me. Only when the thought comes, I am the thinker of the thoughts and I become a character in my story. So that is the subject. The second part of a thought is an object, which means the entire world that I am in relation with. Now, object could be a situation, object could be a thing, object could be a person. Like the example of the sweet, it would be the thing would be the sweet. So I in relation to the world, either a situation or a thing or a person. And that is the object. The third part of any thought is the relation between the subject and the object. I have a certain relation with a certain object. I have a certain relationship with something sweet. I have a certain relationship with my father. I have a certain relationship with a certain situation at work. There is a subject, there's an object, and there's a relationship. Every thought is made up of these three components. Now, why I'm sharing this is because if we want to experience a dimension which is beyond our thoughts, we need to understand thinking. And most of us don't even understand how this thinking happens or what this thinking is made up of. And having understood thinking and realizing that we are creating our own world by thinking, object, subject, relationship, object, subject, relationship, object, we are creating our own world. The world is one, the universe is one. Universe means universe, means one energy, but we have broken it up into so many fragments and parts because that is the nature of the thought. So what do we do to transcend this, to go beyond this fragmented thinking, which the reality of which is only in our thoughts? We need to understand it and see thought for what it is, which means we simply become aware. We just notice the thought. We just notice that there is a subject, there's an object, there's a relationship. Allow it to come in. And then you use the thought for your functional purposes, for your goals, for whatever. But you don't get sucked, you don't get hijacked, you don't get seduced by every thought that comes your way. And that is the practice of mindfulness, just simply witnessing your thoughts. So let's end this video with a small spontaneous prayer. So if you wish, you can close your eyes, you can join your palms in Namaste, take a deep breath in, and you say, my dear higher self, help me to realize that I am not what my thoughts make me believe. I am not the character of my thoughts. I am not the subject of my thoughts. These thoughts come and go like clouds passing by. I am the eternal witness, like the limitless, infinite blue sky. The more I practice mindfulness, the more I become aware of my thoughts, the more I get in touch with my true nature as pure awareness. Om Shanti Shanti. Gently rub your palms and rub your eyes. So I hope you liked today's video. Do leave your comments and share and like and whatever else you need to do. Namaste. Goodbye. God bless.